Hello, hi, welcome, namaste. So, if you have come around these new things like law of attraction, manifestation, all these kind of things, then and if you are confused, what are all these new techniques that people are talking about, and they are manifesting this, they are manifesting that, and you are like just scrolling through the social media platforms, and you are always seeing one or the another ad, Facebook ad or Insta ad about law of attraction, manifestation, and many more coaches coming up with this. So if you're totally new to this, and if you are not understanding, then Secret is the book, Rhonda Byrne. So her book is there, Secret. So you can read that book, and you can come around many concepts about the law of attraction and what it talks about. Okay, so and if you're already into this, like I'm doing this since like 1 year and like more than 1 year, and some of the experiences I want to share, because this is like lifetime process. Okay, it is not like one day you will say that I have completed or finished learning all of this and I'm like totally evolved now, because every day new things come up and new challenges come up, and you feel like, okay, this is how it works. Okay, and sometimes you are not ready also. Sometimes you have listened to the same video like 1 year before, and you are listening to the same video 1 year after. The level of your mental adjustment or mental capacity to listen to that video or to learn about that video, or to acknowledge and to understand that video is also different. So people say that age is just number, but I don't think that age is just number, because as per the age your experiences change, your lessons change. Because life is not just about manifesting all the things, controlling all the things, manipulating all the things that are going outside, but it's more about what is going inside. Okay, what's going inside means what, and what are you thinking in a whole day, what are you thinking about? Okay, so first thing you must notice is what are you thinking about. So every law or every technique for manifestation or everything works. What matters is what is working for you. Like for me, what worked is journaling. And journaling, I come to know about this after going through the self-help programs and courses. But before that also I was doing in childhood, but I was not totally understanding the importance of it. So I used to write letters to the God, but now it is more in the way that I want to understand, like as we are growing, we have different experiences with different relationships. Then I am understanding what my emotions are towards that person. Previously I used to blame that person for behaving something differently towards me. Okay, so the control was outside. I was thinking that person has made something wrong, and that person has the responsibility to make it correct. Self journey is more about knowing what has triggered me by behavior of that another person. What was inside me that got triggered by the action of another person. I know it's deep, it's not like easy or superficial thing, but slow and steady you can win this, not actually race, but you can win this lesson, you can win this life. When you are chasing something, then it looks very far, like because you're chasing it, you are running behind it, and you feel like it's beyond my capacity to reach there at that milestone. But when you are doing or giving your every bit every single day, then step by step you know that I'm very near to my success, or I'm very near to my goal. So not every time you need to run or chase behind anything, because what is important is this present moment where you are. Like for me, what I'm doing right at this very time is very important for me, and it should be the prime thing. It should not be in a way that I'm just spending my time. No, when you are living at a level where you are thinking that yes, here I am doing this thing for my own self. Okay, and when your urge is very clear, when what you want to do is very clear, when your goals are very clear, when your dreams are very clear, then the steps you are going to take to attain that or achieve those goals and dreams are very clear, and then you're very aligned to that. And yes, sometimes you may feel like burnout, or you may feel like, oh, it is too much for me and I'm not getting directed, I'm not getting supported by anyone around me, and this is like whole self-made journey and everything. Yes, this is a part of process, because you have chosen something different for you. That's why the path may not be easy for you, but when you stick or hang around that path, you just keep walking in that path, then it becomes slowly you become very aware that where I am heading toward, or where am I going in my life. And that gives you the confidence that yes, I am on the right path, and I'm going to get what I have dreamt for me. It's not about always success. It is said by Earl Nightingale's Stranger's Secret. In that video, it is said that success is progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So just see what is your next worthy ideal. Okay, previously it was something, now it was this, now it was this. Okay, so try to give maximum value to people. Money is just byproduct. Try to give the whichever way you can. Just try giving value, and then the money or the success, the impact that you are going to make to the masses is inevitable. Many times we feel very sad, low, or we feel like my life is not moving ahead as compared to the other people's lives, and we get into the vicious circle where we are. It is called as self-defeating behavior. Okay, where you are continuously criticizing yourself, sabotaging yourself, and you are telling yourself, yeah, you are not worthy, you are useless. See, people also don't value me. They do not care that I even if I do exist or not for them. Okay, it doesn't matter for them. So these kind of thoughts we only create in our minds, and they only exist in our mind. Sometimes yes, we try to tell other person about it, but everybody is going through different phases of their life, so that person may not be able to understand what you are going through. You are the only person who is aware of what thoughts are going in your mind, what feelings you are feeling. That person next to you may not be able to understand what you are feeling actually, though he may try his best to understand. But everybody is unique and everybody is different. So if you have created something in your mind, then it's your own duty to create the solution also. Okay, so if you are part of a problem, then you are also a part of solution. So just change your focus from being a part of problem to being a part of solution. So see and look around, who are the people who are in need of your help. Okay, so first question I asked you in this video was, what are you thinking about in a whole day? Just think about it. The second step, what are your thoughts really creative or productive, or there are 7 types of thoughts. Okay, 7 types of thought. I had given this 7 in detail in the Affirm, Believe, Achieve workshop of mine, which is already there in the app. So in that app I have mentioned that there are 7 types of thoughts, and these kind of thoughts we think like in a whole day, about 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts per day. Okay, so as you can see, these many thoughts we are thinking. So now the next thing, first thing, what are you thinking about? The next thing is what repeatedly you are thinking about. Okay, because as you already I already mentioned, 7 types of thoughts are there, but these repetitive thoughts are those wasteful thoughts, or these are mainly about your past, or these are mainly about your fear that is something coming up like in the next day or in the very next moment. So if some thoughts are going in your mind repeatedly, then you need to address them. Okay, so it starts with very small tiny step by acknowledgement of your thought. If to understand or to solve problem, first thing is to get aware what is the problem, to acknowledge the problem, to understand the problem, and then comes the solution. So if you want to change your mindset, or if you want to change your habit, then first you need to understand what is that is we need to change. So first become aware of your thoughts. So how can you become aware of thoughts? Because you are thinking 60,000 thoughts, and if you are continuously aware of your thoughts, then how can you move ahead in your life, right? So journaling, that works for me, because I keep writing thoughts which are going repeatedly. In the start, you may feel it very difficult to take a pen and to paper, and it's very boring and all this. But slowly with practice, it becomes a habit where you are, getting aware of your thoughts, and then it becomes easy to address them, that address your emotions. What are you feeling? And you feel validated by your own self through the journaling. Okay, so first, what are you thinking? Second, what repeated thoughts you are thinking. Then ask, why are you thinking repeatedly? Are you trying to find a solution? You are just lamenting, or you are continuously thinking about the past which cannot be changed. If it is, then the next thing is how to let it go. Okay, so forgiveness, most of the times, some of the things we have not liked done by somebody else, we keep thinking about it, and we keep grudge about them, and we keep feeling sad about those moments, because we go into the cycle of self-pity. First, we learn about self-defeating behavior, where we are thinking continuously that we are useless, people don't value me, and the whole world rejects me, and all these things. Now the second thing is self-pity. Then you feel like, pity about yourself, like so sad that you have to go through so many things. You always do, people always do this to you, and you always had gone through such a difficult time. You always have to go through such a difficult time, and people really give you tough times, and they don't understand you, they don't value you. So these are all kind of thoughts that you create. This is more about self-pity behavior. Okay, it's beyond, like, it's above the victimhood. In the victimhood, at least you are in a phase that you feel powerless, but in self-pity, you are at a level that you are beyond powerless. You feel like there is nothing can be done for you. Okay, so if you are at this phase where you are feeling self-pity, then what you need is self-compassion. Okay, this is not always the same situation that had happened with you. Okay, this can be happened with anybody in this world, and there are two different spectrums. Like, there may be things that are happened worse than whatever situation you are in right now, and there can be an enormous amount of situations that had happened in a better way for others in this situation, for that situation that you are going through right now. So if you see the spectrum, you feel that, okay, this is not the only severe thing that is happening with you, with me. And then the next step is to learn about the stories, what people have done when they had gone through these same things. Okay, so that is what happened with me when in the lockdown I was not feeling the best version of me. Then I started asking, what is happening with me? Like, this is not the right thing that I'm doing. Why I'm feeling like this? Why I'm feeling helpless? I have never been like this. So I started asking other people what they are going through, and then slowly it come, like, all are going through the same kind of situation, little bit less or more. Then we feel in a community. Previously, if you remember, our mothers used to chit chat in front of our homes, and they used to have some gossip time. Though gossiping is considered not so good or productive things, but through speaking, through talking, they used to vent it out. Now we have less people to talk. Though we have social media where we scroll, where we express, but we cannot express the negativity in a way that is happening in your life. Previously, we used to crib about or complain about our husbands, our in-laws, or somebody with our those gossip friends. And we used to, like, let go, it's okay, ho gaya, or we used to we used to forget about it. But now, talking to other people, like something bad is going in my life or something not so good in my life, is like we are in the always pressure that it should be showcased good only. My life is always going good. We should always showcase the good points, because we are following celebrities, like, and they celebrate, or they show many of the good things, that they are going to vacation, they are having the best attire, the best wardrobe, or the best clothes, or anything they have, like even perfect partners they have, perfect life they have, and we are continuously saying that, and we are trying to compare our lives with them, and we are feeling a very large gap, okay, between our life and their lives. Then we try to fill this gap, but our life is different, our identity is different, and we cannot just fill this gap by copying them, because some things cannot be copied. You cannot bring those wealthy clothes, because you may not be having that much money in your account, and that leads to frustration. And then we start feeling very sad about our current life unnecessarily, though you may be the best, or you may be the richest person in your family or in your society, but you compared yourself with that celebrity's life. You do not know that clothes may be rented by that celebrity, but still you are feeling that that celebrity owns that attire, or what, or clothes, or whatever, or jewelry, and then you are feeling like, yes, I want to have it. So what is getting showcased is need not to be real, but you and your life is real. So do not waste your life comparing to what is happening on the social media. Social media is good and bad too. It's up to you how are you using it. Like right now, if you are listening to this, then you are making a good use of it, because I'm also making good use of it, because I'm trying to share my experience through my learnings, through my lessons, and then you are also thinking upon it. So this is kind of good behavior that you are trying to inculcate. So for the first thing was, what are you thinking about? What are the repetitive thoughts that are going in your mind? Are you in the self-pity? Check. If you are in the self-pity, then tell yourself how to be compassionate toward yourself. How can you practice self-compassion? And then comes the self-love. Self-compassion is letting go of all those behavior that you may have done wrongly in the past. And then also letting go the behavior or mistakes, bad behaviors of others, because you also are not perfect and the other person is also not perfect. So think upon this, and slowly it will not happen in one day. Okay, this is what I do in journaling. I ask you some questions, you have to answer, and when you are answering, you will come to know many more things about you and your life. And then slowly you are understanding yourself very well. You try so hard to understand your partner, right? You whenever you just come around that, yes, I'm going to get married with this person, then we try to communicate, we try to know their likings, we try to know their dislikings, what behavior they like, what kind of clothes they like, what color they like. Okay, about partners we think so much, but if you want to know about yourself also, then you also should be the same way keen about your likings, dislikings, and you should be very well, you should put it very well to others also, that these are the likings, that these are my likings and these are my dislikings, and I'm okay with that. It may happen that in the future I may like those things which I was not used to like. Like for me, in the childhood I really didn't like many vegetables, but now I eat all the vegetables, and my child Brinda also eats many of the vegetables. So these are the changes which keeps happening in our life. But at that very moment, just check what are your likings and what are your dislikings, and then you will be able to understand that you need not to always compromise for others, because you are respecting their likings and dislikings, and because you are respecting your likings and dislikings too. And when there is this much clarity in any relationship, then there is always automatically comes the respect. Whatever you want to have in your life, you first start giving it. Okay, by giving it means, like, if you want respect, then you start respecting, not superficial. Now we have learned very well how to behave very good way artificially, but thinking something bad about that person. You may be thinking something not so good about that person, but in the talkings or in the actions, you may show that how, wow, I can do so much for you, and I really love you. This needs to be healed. This is not the right thing that is going, because this cannot go for lifetime or long-term relationships. If you are feeling sad, if you're feeling bad, you may choose the right time to talk about all those things. Okay, if somebody is getting ready and very excited about how she is looking, and she may ask you, how am I looking? Though at that time, yes, you may not like that attire or the appearance of that person. At that time you can say, okay, you are looking good. Okay, because this is not false things, but this is just to keep the the energy that person is carrying. Okay, so just to get merged into that, because this is not going to make any harm. But when all these things are happened, like she has gone to the function, she had dressed well, and if you can convey the correction very well manner, like everything is looking good, but I think this changes, instead of using but also, you can, I think it will look more good if we can do these changes. I think so. And this will be your opinion, and you may not be correct at every time, right? So you can say this kind of way. So there are various effective ways where you can communicate very well with the others. So what problems, most of the problems we face in relationships is because we are not able to communicate well. Okay, and this happens when you are not very clear about what you want to convey. Okay, if she's very close friend of yours, you can tell at that time at that very time. But if you're not a very good close friend of that person, then you can talk later, when the time is gone. And yes, I liked your this wardrobe, but I think it was my opinion, if it is needed. Okay, it also should be the need. Sometimes some people just ask you and they go, and sometimes if you are trying to give the positive comment also, that person may think, oh, she's just jealous and that's why she's trying to improve me. Let it be. So this misunderstanding can also happen. So it depends. It's like our energies are very different. The way we had exchanged our emotions and our feelings towards each other since long time, that also matters. But always believe that whenever the fights are happening, these are not because of the single small thing. They are always because of the long time accumulated behavior patterns and some hurts that you had gone through in that relationship. So whenever you are in the right mood, in the right mindset, try to always communicate with the partner or with that person in a way that where you are expressing what you are feeling about that person. And then these long term hurts, if you can forgive yourself and that person by talking, it's good. But not if you are thinking it is going to get more in the worst matter, then you just heal inside you that I have healed this person, I have forgiven this person. Okay, so these are the ways where you can be at peace with yourself and in your relationships. So how it is started? By asking about yourself, what are you thinking? What are you repeatedly thinking? Why are you repeatedly thinking? What needs to be healed? How can it be healed? What are the different ways? What works for me? How can I practice it in daily manner? And how it is going to help me to go ahead in my life? And what are the results I'm going to get through this change in me? Okay, so pause this video, listen to all these questions again, write them down and answer all these questions if you are going through some strained relationship. Okay, this can be your husband, this can be your colleague at workplace, this can be your own child, this can be you yourself, or this can be your in-laws or parents, whomsoever they may be. Just think and ask yourself all these questions and then answer them in a peaceful way. And if you want to express your anger, please do so. And then when you are doing this, then if you have expressed all these emotions, then just tear apart all those papers. If they are consisting of negative emotions towards any person, tear those all the papers and burn them. This is called as burning ball technique, that which I have already given as a practice in the journaling challenge. Alright, so once you do this, then most of the things will get settled. You will feel so light within you, and you will understand that it was never about the other person. It was always about you and your thinking, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and your state of mind. All right, so think upon this and please do this and answer to these questions, and let me know in the comment section how what change you have noticed by listening to this video, by doing that practice. And are you interested in doing more such activities? Then do enroll for this challenge which I have given already in the description box. The link is given below in the description box. And I'm coming up with very exciting webinars and some new things that are soon going to be declared. So yes, be ready for that, and keep following, keep subscribe to this channel, and also press that bell icon so that you will come to know about all my upcoming workshops, webinars, and all excited things that soon are going to come. Okay, so stay excited, stay tuned, and do all these practices. There is nothing difficult for you or nothing impossible for you. You just choose, or you just become that willingful person to change yourself. Your change gonna benefit you more than anything else in your life. Okay, so everything is possible if you take action. See you in the next video. Bye bye.